Hello everybody and welcome. It's the Toy Car Collector, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about 1973 Shell promos. Those Shell promos are 1973 Hot Wheels with red striped tires. They are enamel in color, the very first year for enamels as a full line effect. All cars painted in enamel paint. There are two separate distinct sections of 1973 Hot Wheels. One of them is these guys. These are Shell promos. They were given away at Shell gas station. There's a total of 10 models available as Shell promos in a variety of colors. It looks like about 6-7 colors each. And there are 10 models, and I'm going to be going over them today for you because I have a lot of them right at the moment. I have never had more than maybe a dozen Shell promos at one time, but now I have a whole bunch. I'm going to be using my Elite Redline guide as a reference for talking about Shell promotionals. My Elite Redline guide, as you can see here, has been installed into some sheet protectors for long-term usage. It's really nice. Took it out of its book. Now this book is not available to you anymore, and I'm not sure if they're ever going to publish it again, but it is a wonderful book if you can get your hands on it. It's called the Elite Redline Guide. Now the Shell promotionals, according to this Elite Redline Guide, says they were 10 models shown available exclusively for the 73 promotion at participating Shell stations. And let's take a look. The first model today is the Bug-Eye. Here's some of the loose cars that I've got. I can't remember exactly how many, about 150 Shell promos right now. I needed to make this video today because I've already sold all the 2-packs, because some of these did come in 2-packs, and that kind of throws a wrinkle into the whole story about Shell promos, because they said they only gave them away at Shell stations, but the 2-packs have been priced. And some of these single packs, actually, I find are also priced. So I'm not sure how that worked out. But let's take a look at the models one by one, starting with the Bug-Eye. The Bug-Eye came in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. I've got 3 colors of the Bug-Eye here today. All right, let's start with this one. Light blue. That's a light blue Bug-Eye. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so we can use our photo studio here to take a close look at these cars. Hang on. Alright, here we are, and we're looking at a Bug-Eye. This one is a light blue. Nice color for the Bug-Eye. Here's a red. Look at that. That's a pretty one. Red Bug-Eye. And even better yet, check this out. Pink Bug-Eye. Oh, that's a beauty. Love the pink Bug-Eye. This is your standard Shell promo card top. The Shell gas station thing on it. Let me take a look here. I have some of these with price stickers on them, but they, I don't know how this happened exactly. I'm going to bring this over. As you can see, a lot of these bags will break out on one side, but you can always replace that bag down the line with another better bag. But see, this has got sale price on it, even though it's Shell from participating Shell stations, and then they got price tags on them. So go figure that. If you have any information on that, that'd be great if you could share it. Looking again, here is the pink Bug-Eye, the red Bug-Eye, and a light blue Bug-Eye. Do I have any other Bug-Eyes? Let's take a look. I don't think so. I got the full list over here. Kind of playing this by winging this. Let's see, I got a couple of reds, pink, and a light blue. So that's all I've got on the colors of the Bug-Eye. So let's take a look now at the Ferrari 512. All right, take a look here. This is really cool. This is the Ferrari 512S. The Ferrari 512S comes in all these colors plus one more color that you don't see here. This is the, whoops, there we go. This is the dark blue, the red, the green fluorescent, the light blue, the lemon yellow, and the pink fluorescent. That is 6 of the 7 colors it comes in. The other color, which is much harder to get, seems like, is this lime green fluorescent. This is a particularly harder to color to get. I've only got, out of all the 73s that I managed to acquire, this is one of only a couple of the fluorescent lime greens. So there are the 6 colors of the Ferrari 512. Now the Ferrari 512 is one of the most popular cars either in the 73 line or in the 72 line as well. There I go, banging up the camera again. Jiminy Christmas. Now I'm looking here closely at this particular red Ferrari. There's something definitely not right about this one. It has goofed up rear wheels. Well, that's rather sad. Goofed up rear wheels. You never know when you're going to hit something like that. Look at that. That is all messed up in the back, and the front's okay. Yeah, so that's sad, but guess what? I have one more of those. I think I'm going to, yep, there it is, another red, mint condition, a little rough on the opening there. Nice wheels, good looking base on that one. So we'll put that together. I think I'm going to sell these cars as a set, since there's so many of them and they are so darn cool. Problem with 73s is some are way more popular than others, and if you're selling them, you got to be careful, because obviously everybody wants the pink one, everybody wants the yellow one, but not necessarily everybody wants the dark blue, the light blue. So just sell them as a set, and we'll see how that goes. All right, let's move on to the next model. The next model is the Jet Threat. Okay, now we're taking a look at the Jet Threat. The Jet Threat, I have all but one color on this one. The dark blue I'm missing. I do not have a dark blue here. Seems like I might have one in my regular stock though. Let me go check that. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. No dark blue on the Jet Threat, but I've got the light blue, the red, the fluorescent green, the lime green fluorescent. I can't even say fluorescent. The lemon yellow, and the pink. Now, one of the things I noticed after having so many of these at one time is that you just cannot get this Jet Threat without dings on this end, and that's because it was stored in a plastic baggie and banged around with other cars, and then that's just what happens. You get these dings on the end. But these are very, very nice. As you can see in the package here, can you see that right there? A lot of dings on there, and it wears through the package as well because of that sharp edge. But it's a very neat car. Here's another good example. Everything I noticed has that. So I'm going to go ahead and call these mid-minus cars. Mid-minus is my highest grading. It's for basically new cars with just maybe just a touch of factory wear. Next down from that is near mint. Near mint, you really have to have just a touch of play wear. None of these cars do have any play wear. They were all stored and cared for by collectors. It's quite a beautiful car. Different cars have different amounts of shininess to that motor there. Let's see, is any of these particularly shiny? Not really. This one is probably the best. Got a little bit of shine to it. I don't know what these looked like originally. They weren't mirrory shiny like the earlier cars, but they were nice. And they turned sort of blue like a gun barrel over the years. They're still quite beautiful. Then is the Jet Threat. So this is going to make a nice set of 6 right there, I think. A very, very nice set of 6. Okay, here's the Peeping Bomb. Peeping Bomb comes in 6 colors. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. I've got, let's see, the dark blue, the red, the green fluorescent, the light blue, the yellow, and I'm missing the lime green fluorescent and also the pink, but here is the pink. I had that one in a 2-pack, which has unfortunately sold already, otherwise it would go nicely with this set. But that is what all 6 of the 7 colors would look like together, minus the pink. So this set will be for sale. A set of 5 Peeping Bombs in 5 of the 7 colors, and quite nice, I will say. The lemon yellow looks spectacular, and the red, the light blue, the dark blue, the red, I said that already, da-da-da-da. They all look nice. They all look very, very nice. All right, here's the Rocket Buy Baby. Let's see where we're at now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th out of 10 of the models, Rocket Buy Baby, in all 6 colors that it does come in. Got the dark blue, the light blue, the green fluorescent, the pink fluorescent, the red, and the lemon yellow. These are beauties. Look at that, lemon yellow. Love that color. And red, that's gorgeous. That is an amazing piece. All like brand new, of course. Pink fluorescent, green fluorescent, very nice. Light blue and dark blue, all in very beautiful condition. That is a nice model, the Rocket Buy Baby. That is one of my favorites. I love that model. Rocket Buy Baby. Wow, now this one's a hard one. The short order. This is our number 6 today. a short order. I've got it in 3 of the 6 colors that it comes in. The red, mint baggy, the pink, mint in the baggy. That is a beauty. That is a tough piece to get. You will not find those laying around. And the lemon yellow. The lemon yellow is the second hardest of the 6 colors, and it is beautiful. That lemon yellow is a beautiful piece for the short order. That is my favorite right there of all the 73 shell promos. And this one also has the price tag on it, 3 for $99. I don't know where they were selling these at. They were supposed to be giveaway cars. I guess we'll find out from somebody, hopefully. Now these are really nice. I hate to let these go. Never see these again. Short order. 73 enamels. These are beautiful. Just feast your eyes on those for a minute. So gorgeous. 73 enamel short order. Alright, that is. Next one up is the split image. 1973 shell promo splitting image. Here it is in green fluorescent. It's got blacked out windows. Green fluorescent. Got the chrome pipes just like the early 69 model. Quite an attractive piece. There's the green fluorescent. Also got the pink fluorescent. That's a sweet one. Pink fluorescent. Mint and baggy. That is a nice, nice piece. And then also the dark blue. There's the dark blue. Those are the only 3 colors of the 7 that I have. There's also light blue, red, and lime green fluorescent. Now there's one I haven't seen. Lime green fluorescent. I can't really collect them because I can't even pronounce them, I think. But these are that's a nice set of 3. Look at those. Those are beautiful cars. Oh, here's the red actually. Here's what the red looks like. I had that in a 2-pack. I'll show you the 2-packs at the end of the video. They're real neat to look at. There was 7 of those in this collection that I bought, but they sold immediately to friends. They are nice. Number 8 of the 10 73 shell promos is the strip teaser. The strip teaser comes in 7 colors. Here's 4 of them. This is the lime green fluorescent. One of the harder colors to get, lime green fluorescent. It also comes in pink and lemon yellow, which you do not see here. Here's the red. Nice red enamel. Really shows off this model well. The light blue and the dark blue. 4 of the 7 colors that this piece comes in. And these are nice. Look at these. Nothing like brand new. Pretty much people that really love shell promos do want their shell promos to look like brand new. And here's a good example of what that would be like. Really, really nice. This is a super neat model. Very nice. Alright, here's number 9, the Swinging Wing. The Swinging Wing is the same model they made in 1970 minus the wing. So it should just be the swinging, shouldn't it? There is nothing wingy about the Swinging Wing in 1973 shell promo. Here is the lemon yellow. Quite a pretty attractive color. The red. The fluorescent pink. And the light blue. I almost said light ice blue. Blah, blah, blah. I better get myself something cold to drink. Get my voice back. Oh dear, it's flu season, you know. Alright, look at that light blue. That's a nice set of 4 of the, let's see, how many colors does it come in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, the Swinging Wing comes on only 5 colors. Dark blue, don't have that. Light blue, red, lemon yellow, and pink fluorescent. Number 10 of the shell promos is the Twin Mill. The Twin Mill comes in 1 more color than what you see here. It comes in also the pink fluorescent. Here we've got the dark blue, the red, the light blue, the green fluorescent, and the lemon yellow. That is a beautiful Twin Mill. That lemon yellow, I really like that one. That's a nice color. Fluorescent green, oops. Here's what you get with most of the 73s. The bags don't hold up to those pointy noses on the Twin Mill. They end up ripping out on the Twin Mill. Light blue right there, beautiful car. Red, gorgeous, gorgeous red. That's a good looking car. And dark blue. Almost looks like a Batmobile, for crying out loud. Look at that. That is a beauty. And that is the Twin Mill and the last of the 73 shell promos for today. Thanks for watching, and come back, and I'm going to do some 73 regular models in the future. I've got a bunch of those. As a matter of fact, As a matter of fact, if you want to take a preview, here's what we have in the 73s. Let's take a look. Let's back it up here. Oh, look at that. Let's see if we can open this box. 73s. Look at those. Is that in focus? Let's see. Try that. Oh yeah, those are nice. They got some dark greens in there. There's colors that the 73s come in that the Shell Promos do not come in. One is being the dark green. And that's a pretty color. Look at that. I really like this one. Sweet 16 in dark green. Yeah, we'll definitely take a closer look at these maybe next week. Looking around the other side of the box, got a couple of the orange and plum models. Those are awfully hard to get. Got 174, 75 stuck in there. Hope that doesn't fall over. Got a couple of plums, and it got an orange. Here's another plum, an orange over here, and the red. Once you get all the colors of the 73s, they really start to pop. They really start to pop. It's easier to get the dark blue, the red, and even the reds come in a variety of shades. Look at that. There's a light red, there's a dark red, very dark red down there. Very neat stuff. All right, I better back this up before I knock this case over. Make a big mess out of this. All right, catch it. All right. Thanks a lot now. You have a great day.